Hey everybody, I'm back to do a quick response to ryanrocks84 second thread. He had 4 really cool questions, so let's dive into them. His first question was, what was your first record that you bought, got, or the first record you ever owned? And my first LP record that I owned was Opeth Still Live, it still is actually. Still my favorite band of all time, and I saw this vinyl version. This is my favorite album by them. Saw this vinyl version and had to have it. I didn't collect vinyl at the time, didn't even have a record player to play it on, but I just loved the record so much that I really wanted this version. And a really cool story about that is that I had the chance to do an interview with their guitarist at the time, and I got him to sign it for me. He isn't in the band anymore, so that makes it all the more special for me. So yeah, that was the first record I owned. It wasn't the record that got me into collecting. Opeth released last year. They released a box set, an exclusive vinyl box set of a live record they did. So I ordered that, and I had some more records at the time that I bought. So I thought, well, maybe I need to buy a record player, collect more records. And I was looking for that on the internet and stumbled upon some of the guys here on the vinyl community here on YouTube. And that really triggered me to start collecting vinyl. But so yeah, but this was my first record. It's still a great record. Love it. His second question was the most expensive record you have, or the most money you spend on a record. Now I have excluded my box sets on purpose, otherwise I would just show you my Flaming Lips box set, the special edition of Brian Eno, my Opeth box set. But I chose a regular vinyl that I thought was the most expensive, and you already seen it. It's Neil Young's Illinois. I got this when this wasn't even released here yet. I stumbled upon it by accident. It was pretty expensive. It was, I believe, 45 euros or 50 euros, which is quite an amount of money for just one record. Still worth it though. It's a great record. So that's the most expensive record I have. The third question was, name one of your favorite artists and say what you think is their best album and their worst album. So I already showed you Opeth, which is my favorite band of all time, but like you know, my other 2 bands are Radiohead and Porcupine Tree. So I chose Radiohead. I love every album they put out. I can't name one bad album, but I have to. That was the purpose of the question. So I'll start with the best records, which is always a tie for me. First off is Kid A. This is more of their electronic experimental direction they went in. I love that record. And my second one is OK Computer. They still had a more standard rock. Well, they started experimenting there, but it wasn't as much as on Kid A or later releases they did. Both great albums, and in my opinion, both their best 2 albums. Now, if I have to pick a worst album, I don't have it on vinyl. I think I have it on CD, so let me grab that real quick. I do have it on CD. So that's Amnesiac. I'll scratch the cover here. Now, that's not to say that this is a bad album, because it really isn't. It contains some great songs like The Morning Bell, Dollars and Cents, Like Spinning Plates, The Pyramid Song. All great songs, but to me, this is, in my opinion, maybe their height of their experimentation period. And along with this album, which were, like this, I believe recorded at the same time, or maybe just close after each other. And I think Kid A is way more balanced than Amnesiac. But I still love this album. And then his fourth question was, name 3 artists I'm not gonna buy a record of. Well, the question seems simpler than it really is, because I can really name people like Britney Spears or Justin Bieber, which I'm definitely not gonna buy any records of. But to name 3 artists, I'm gonna name 3 artists which I really like. I like their music, but I'm not gonna buy a record of it, because maybe I think it's not worth having on vinyl, you know? I like the music, but... So first I'll start with Deadmau5, kind of like house music, which is great music, but I don't think the vinyl does it any more justice than a digital version or a CD version does. Then I'll choose Blind Guardian, which is a power metal band. Same story, you know, great music, I love their music, but the final version wouldn't do it any more justice than the CD. Or, you know, when I think of vinyl, I really sit down and listen to music, and these albums sometimes, or these artists, I don't really want to sit down to that, you know. A third one would be Coldplay. Again, same story. I like some of their music, but I don't see the plus side of getting a final version of any of their albums. So this was my response to Ryan Rocks 1984's thread. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope, because I'm getting some records in the mail, I'm hoping getting there tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow with a new recent vinyl finds. Thank you for watching.